Hi Capricorn, Scottish Gypsy here to do your full comprehensive oracle and tarot spread. It's exciting today because I've got some new oracles and I did the message for Virgo and Taurus and they had the same card in the heart of the reading. It'll be fascinating to see if it's the same for you or if there's a different message. Now Capricorn, during the pre-shuffle, I just have to tell you, I've got this new deck called the Healing Heart Oracle. I'm kind of really nosing into everyone's heart chakra and kind of seeing collectively where people are at. Now, two cards came out for you. It said remorseful heart, forgive and move ahead, and fearful heart, it's time to shine. At the bottom of the deck said grieving heart. You know, if this is not relevant for you, just take the parts that resonate, but some of you feel a sense of remorse and fear. So I don't know if you feel like you've hurt someone, betrayed someone, done the wrong thing, or I could be connecting with a cross-watcher energy. You'll know if that's relevant. But we're going to see what's going to come through the main reading. Before we start though, my name is Karen, like I said, and these readings go up every 2 weeks. I feel compelled. Let's start with this one. Okay. It does say, worthy heart, you are enough. Maybe you've left a relationship or a situation in that energy that I was picking up on in the pre-shuffle. Grieving, fearful, remorseful. And it might have left you lacking confidence or feeling that you don't deserve love or you're not worthy of love. No, as I say, I could be describing the cross-watcher, but that's what I'm picking up here, Capricorn. But let's get on with it. You are worthy of love. Okay, Capricorn, please show me what's going on. Now, this is a really big collective, so it's not going to resonate with everyone, but I'm going to get the largest part of the collective. Please show me in terms of their heart chakra. What do they have? Beautiful. It says beautiful heart. Open your wings and fly. Oh, Virgo had that at the bottom of the deck. Unseen heart. A lot of you feel unloved or unseen. Or there is this feeling of lacking confidence or not feeling significant, because you've got that you are significant and you are worthy. The universe is telling you that you have a beautiful heart and it's time to open up your wings and fly. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull one more for the collective. What else? Hungry heart. All three earth signs had this today. Fascinating. Awaken the true song of your heart. So all the earth signs have a hungry heart. And you've got a hungry, beautiful heart. But you feel unseen, okay, or unworthy. I've got one other deck. Probably need my glasses for that one as well. And it says expression. It says being able to share your feelings openly, being vulnerable and honest. So there might be the need for a really honest, vulnerable conversation or expression if you're in a relationship. And it doesn't have to be romantic. There could have been a broken, like could be a family dynamic, a friendship. Could have been an issue here. Let's see, please. Lead me to the Capricorn energy. Two more. One more. Okay, two cards stuck together. Ooh, what's going on here? Is this a twin flame thing here? Yeah, bottom of the deck, all three earth signs had this. Healing, recovering from heartbreak, or learning to love yourself, self-care and forgiveness. So there's a lot of focus on everyone healing their heart chakra. You've got here back and forth. It says changing your mind or being confused emotionally, flight, uncertainty. So there could be this fight or flight. Now, back and forth, it could be some sort of cycle in a relationship here. So you could be keep going back to the same person, or you're in a relationship for some of you, and perhaps sometimes you want to flee and sometimes you're not sure, or I don't know, but it has got flight and uncertainty, and I'm feeling fight or flight mode as well for some of you. But this emotional confusion going back and forth. Now, it's got here, you need to fan the flames, doing what it takes to keep the passion alive. So I feel this is for the Capricorns that are in a relationship. I do feel some of you needing to put more work into it. You're needing to fan the flames, to keep the excitement, the chemistry, the passion, to focus on renewal in terms of a relationship. But you might be on the fence about it. You might be going back and forth about whether this is really doing it for you anymore here. But let's see. I might pull another card because that seems very connected to the couples. And now I've got harmony. So in tune with each other and getting along, peace and balance. Okay, I think Taurus had that card. So some of you could be connected to a Taurus. You could be coming back in a harmony with a Taurus. Just saying, because you both had that card. Either way, it's great aspects for healing in the relationship here. Okay, let's see. I'm going to work with this deck. Sensuality. Express your sensuality. So say, for example, you're in a relationship and maybe it has become a bit meh. Maybe even the intimacy is being impacted, okay? So it is saying that someone here is needing to connect with their sensuality. So I'm feeling strong Empress energy. Let's see. Okay. And that doesn't have to mean, you know, that. It can be touch, love, hugs, holding someone's hand, putting candles on and romancing the room. Like there's so many aspects to that energy. I am feeling that someone's needing to nurture or fan the flames for those of you in a relationship to bring the excitement back again. We've got here enlightenment, pursue spiritual growth, and you've got the miracle card, and we have got the eclipse coming up, the new moon eclipse in Leo, which can absolutely connect to miracles. Very destined, fated eclipses. So I'll definitely be claiming that in the comments. It could be a miracle here. No, they are telling you to pursue spiritual growth and enlightenment. So some of you, that feels like the focus. You might need to shift your perspective on the relationship or how you are showing up in the relationship or how you're showing up together. Like there is this needing to shift perspective and to spiritually grow. Okay, let's get one more, shall we, Capricorn? Face your fears. Okay, so there is some sort of fear here, and it was really showing up as connected to the heart chakra. It says release the power of fear. And then we even had the, you know, back and forth, the fight or flight. Okay, bottom of the deck's gratitude. Be grateful for all that you have. And that might be the spiritual lesson or growth. What is it? The grass is greener where you water it. Okay, I've never, in all the years I've been reading, that's never entered my head. I do feel that that is really important for the coupled Capricorns, okay? Sometimes you might think the grass might be greener, but it really is saying today that it's greener where you water it. Bottom of the deck, cool your emotions. Yeah, there could be some fiery energies or butting of heads because I've got full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. You know, the ram, you know what goats are like, or rams, like, gosh, they can be when they're not happy, Jan. There definitely can be some attitude and energy. So I don't know if that's you or together. Someone's needing to cool their emotions and pursue spiritual growth. All right, Capricorn. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the Six of Wands and the Devil came out of Tarot. Now, Six of Wands is a person radiating success, getting a lot of attention and turning heads. Now, you're a Capricorn, so it could have just been you getting success and achievement, and it's just your major arcana showing up. But I did pick up something around ego, just gonna say. So if you are getting a lot of success at the moment, you know, maybe it could be triggering for another person. I don't know. But anyway, let's see. Bottom of the deck, first quarter moon in Sag, believe in your good luck. So it's a lucky time. And you have got the miracle card. Let's see. Capricorn. Now, you should never dim your light. I want to be really careful with that message with the Devil and the Six of Wands. Shine your light brightly, okay? But there is also something about being humble, or, yeah, or it could be that, you know, your person or someone's triggered by your success. I'm not sure, but let's keep going. All right, Capricorn. Yeah, okay, it's showing up big time. So cool your emotions. Full moon in Aries. There could be a fiery climax or a fiery end to a situation, or just a bit of an explosion emotionally. It's pretty clear advice, Capricorn. You, and I feel the cross watcher, are being told to cool your emotions. But they do want you to honor your feelings. So that's important, right? So something's got someone in that fiery energy, and that's okay, but you can see the fire in the water, so it's like fanning the flames. Oh, it's interesting, back and forth. Fanning the flames. There's no accidents when I read, but it does feel like you're needing to come at a situation where you definitely honor your feelings, but there's something about cooling your emotions, because that's what water does, right? Let's see, Capricorn. Now we've got take inspired action, full moon in Virgo. I'm really hedging my bets, actually. I'm connecting to health and fitness, which I'm getting quite a specific message that a lot of you, your inspired action at the moment is around self-improvement, self-awareness, personal development. I'm really strongly, all those words are like channeling big time through my mind right now. So pursue spiritual growth, but also there's something about you improving yourself, or personal and spiritual development is coming through, and taking inspired action. Okay, can I have one more, please? We'll get on to some tarot. And now we've got release control, first quarter moon in Taurus. Okay, I mean, you could be butting heads with a Taurus. I did pick up on some similar energy, but I'm really more feeling about, the shadow aspect of Taurus, as we all know, they're fixed earth, is they can be very rigid and stubborn. You might have a strong Taurus placement, which might be why you're in this energy of feeling the need for control. Someone, you are the cross watcher, is needing to surrender and release control. Stop trying to control the outcome, control the situation, and control the person. You'll know which one it is, but releasing control is very much the advice. Okay, let's see. What have we got? Some tarot. This is another new deck. It is called Celestial Tarot Deck. It's absolutely stunning. Ooh. Interesting. I do have a King and Queen of Pentacles, and I do have a Knight of Wands. No, let me just talk about the King and Queen of Pentacles. It could just be covering off the masculine and feminine. It is Earth. So Capricorn, this can absolutely be you showing up. There could be a couple situation. For some of you, it could be another Earth sign, all right? So that could be the case. Also, the King and Queen of Pentacles could also be that there could be this tug of war, and I'm picking up on something around that. Both very successful people, very strong, very independent. So maybe there is some challenges there around, control, right? And I don't mean controlling relationships, but maybe it's about two people needing to be more flexible and adaptable and see from each other's angle. I'm picking something up about that today. But they are very divinely matched. Two people that definitely can create a lot of material success in their life. Now, Knight of Wands can connect to adventure and travel and study. So someone here might have the desire to pursue a little adventure. Maybe you want to travel, or your person, or maybe together. But Knight of Wands is acting on inspiration. So there's inspired action, but it's fiery though. So there could be something around Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, particularly strong Aries was showing up. Anywho, let's get on with it. All right, first three cards, please. Now, it could be a third person as well. So there could be, as I say, a fire sign that could be making a beeline for you. For those of you who are single. Let's see. The Star. I think actually in your last reading, Capricorn, there was something about you wanting to travel, and that could be an issue for another person. I think that came through. That's also coming through again today. Okay, we've got Aquarius. You could be connected to an Aquarius or have a strong placement, but this is gold. I mean, you're starting with a star. You're starting with the miracle card. Let me just pause there. New moon eclipse in Leo for Capricorns. Now, obviously, it's not everyone, but it's showing up in the collective that there could be a miracle manifesting. Now, Six of Wands and Devil and Star. Some of you could actually be in the spotlight, or there could be some sort of major success. There's also a glow-up energy coming through, but it feels like, ooh, look at this. This absolutely feels like divine intervention connecting you with the star. Now we have the North Node in Aquarius, actually. You might really be about to connect with a wish fulfillment or achieving some sort of dream here. And this is like the universe is on your side. It's bringing in Jupiter. And Jupiter is in Leo. Let's see. Page of Wands, so far heavily showing up today. Page of Wands, excitement, passion, initiating or starting something new. Nine of Wands. Beautiful. But I mean, look, the Nine of Wands can say that someone here is feeling like the wounded warrior, but there could be this renewal with the Star card. Like an improvement in your well-being, your vitality. Okay, let's keep going. You know, the Nine of Wands can talk about being almost at the finish line of something. It could be a goal in business, some sort of endeavor. The Page of Wands says that you might be now seeking a new opportunity or starting something new. What do we have? Seven of Wands. Yeah, like I just feel that you're in this energy of determination. Three of Cups, celebration. Let's see the heartbreak. I'll die if it's a death card. Let's see, Capricorn. You might be in a completely different energy, and you're in an energy of expansion. You're in the threes. No, Virgo was in the threes. They had the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups today. Super interesting. Super interesting. It is a time of expansion here. Excitement. A lot of you have a desire to travel, or there's a longing here. There could be something or someone that could be a distance here. I'm seeing another seven. So you've got repeating threes and sevens. Now, sevens are about potentially making a change. You know, some of you could be considering your future, considering your options. There could be this desire to move in a new direction or choose a different approach, make a change. It can also be about patience and determination and not quitting on something. Remember how I was picking up on that energy? The grass isn't necessarily greener, and that doesn't have to be relationship centered. That can be a job. So the sevens is, yeah, you could change direction, or you could stay committed and be patient and keep pursuing success where you are. So that is that saying for me, keeps coming back. The grass isn't necessarily greener, because I am feeling this longing. Okay, can I have one more card, please? Capricorn. Six of Wands, there it is. So you're definitely connecting with the energy of success, but also attracting opportunity as well. For example, Six of Wands, say you've just achieved success at work. You've just, I don't know, there's just been a project and you've got it across the line. It's been really successful. And because you're radiating that success, you get a promotion. The Ace of Pentacles. That's just one example. I could give you many, but I'm trying to also teach as well. I love doing that in my readings. So Six of Wands is success and victory. It's overcoming the odds, beating the competition, coming out on top, being seen as successful. And because of that, attracting opportunity. There could also be a lump sum, a payoff, money coming your way connected to that success. But it feels good, and there's celebration connected to it, Capricorn. You know, I feel like there's friends that are rejoicing in your success. But either way, can I just re-emphasize, this is not a time for Virgo or Capricorn to be sitting at home alone. Three showing up in the reading are connecting to harmony, collaboration, being around others, being supported by others. You know, it is a very creative force. Let's get the last three. Could be part of a team or a group. Okay, what do we have? Five of Cups. Interesting, Virgo had the Five of Pentacles. So there is a grieving heart here for someone. It won't be all of you, but it was enough that it showed up in the heart chakra cards and it's showing up in the tarot. This is a grieving heart. Whether it's a lost dream, something in your past that didn't work out the way that you hoped. There could have been an actual loss or something that just really disappointed you here. But let's get two more. Nine of Swords, interesting. So now we've got two nines, and two of the hardest nines, I would suggest. The Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Could be that, yeah, you could be approaching the end of a pretty rough 9-year cycle here for some of you. I love this. I'll tell you in a second. Eight of Wands, bottom of the deck. Can I have the final card, please? Final card for Capricorn. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. It is the Lovers. It is the Lovers. Gemini energy. Taurus had the Lovers today, so there could be a connection between Capricorn and Taurus, or you might have strong placement in both. Now, this is Gemini energy, and it does depict the destined lovers. It's the Adam and Eve of tarot, right? So this is union and love. So it's harmonious in terms of relationships, whether they be romantic or friendship or family-based relationships. It's just saying it's a time of love. Now, Venus is moving soon into Libra, which it loves. So, you know, I do think it's time to express your sensuality. So Venus and Libra might, if you're in a relationship or dating, it could be quite a romantic time, right? So it does feel very loving. But look, I'm not going to lie, there's a mixed bag. So let's just, before we go, let's just recap. I do have the Eight of Wands, bottom of the deck. All three earth signs have the Eight of Wands. For me, it's a quantum leap, quantum jump card during a new moon eclipse phase. Because remember, I read for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So it's coming up. It can be where your whole life changes in a quantum leap, right? So it's the trajectory to success card. It is about the energy gaining momentum fast, things shifting gears quickly, but it's a positive card. The Eight of Wands is about quick success or being on the path to it. And it's, you know, for me, it's really boding really well for love. You know, the Eight of Wands are the love darts of tarot. So it could be quite an exciting time in relationships and love. There could even be travel here. I was feeling that a lot of Capricorns have this longing or desire to travel. Knight of Wands. I haven't seen the world though. I haven't seen the world. But you do want expansion with the threes. It's an exciting time. But there has been, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, for some of you, sending you all my love and light, there has been this period, and it could still be lingering, where you might still be connected to something that happened in your past here for some of you. And some of you might have regret, remorse. And that's what you've been called to heal. You have a beautiful heart. So yeah, it's very exciting. But let's come back to these two nines. When two nines show up in a reading, particularly two hard ones, a lot of Capricorns have been through a pretty rough period. Whether it is 9 years or 9 months, nines in numerology are about cycles closing out. And it feels like it's been pretty tough going. There's been a sense of like sleeplessness. It could have even affected someone's physical and mental health and even emotional health. But it's like the universe is calling on you to grow and to expand and to commune and to connect and to co-collaborate with others with all of these threes. And, you know, maybe you do have a longing heart in terms of travel. Nine of Wands, maybe it is about taking inspired action and chasing your dreams. Thank you. The Knight of Wands star, Six of Wands. A lot of Capricorns have big dreams, and they're pulling me back to that expression, chase your dreams. Tell me in the comments if you have this like longing heart for some sort of dream or aspiration and you're really wanting to chase your dreams. Go for it, okay? No, Page of Wands does suggest a communication, so whether this is around a relationship here, feels like good news because Three of Cups is celebration, so there could be some sort of communication that gets you excited here. But it can also be taking inspired action, Page of Wands. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. God bless, love, and light.